Hello there, this is Shari. Today I'm going to be testing out some TikTok makeup hacks. Some of these I have done in the past, some of them I absolutely hate, and some of them are just hacks that I found myself or I use on myself that I think would be a great addition to your makeup routine. Also, before we start, I know I look like a discount Shrek, but I need to keep my hair out of my face, so just... trick where you use hyaluronic acid moisturizer as well as smoothing primer. I do not use all three usually. It's basically I just use moisturizer and primer because hyaluronic acid in the end of the day is for moisturizing your skin, but let's see if it makes any difference. I will be using this hyaluronic acid by L'Oreal. If you can see, there's a little bit of it that has broken, and that's because my dad dropped it and I just got it, so I didn't want to throw it away, so I'm just going to use that. This is so stupid. Makeup looks extremely trash, but that is because I actually use it. Like, I've just not taken it out of a box for the first time. This is Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. This is the one that I use for my makeup all the time. I'm going to be using this primer by Sugar. It's just a transparent primer. I love this one so much. And I love this one so much because I don't know, the way it feels on my face is very different from how most other primers feel. It feels almost like a balm. Now we're going to be moving on to concealer because one of the hacks was putting concealer before you put foundation instead of putting foundation and putting concealer on top, so I'm going to try that. I don't know if these base makeup hacks would work on me because as you can see, I have a lot of acne scars because I used to have a lot of acne before. Blend it in now. This is a new sponge I got from Cal Los Angeles. I think I used their sponge before. It was like for 200 bucks. I think my sister got it and I really liked it, so I'm going to be dabbing in my concealer with it. I think I'm not going to use a beauty blender. I'll just use a little brush and precisely blend it. Mostly around the concealer. Like sometimes when I even do full face makeup and I'm going just to meet my friends, sometimes I just put foundation and I put concealer on top maybe, but I don't really like go and try to layer it too much to hide acne. If it's acne scars, that's fine, but if it's active acne, I don't go out of my way to cover it up in 2-3 layers. I like to go over the spots with my fingers once after I have concealed it. I don't know what it is about it, the streaky look goes away. So the next tip is apparently by Wayne Goss. He is, if you don't know, a really big makeup artist, and he's not a beauty guru, he is actually a makeup artist. Like there's a huge difference. You need to check out his channel because I remember earlier on, back in 2017 I guess, when I was getting into, I wanted to do makeup, like better makeup. It was his channel I went to and his tips really helped me. He talks about how to do natural makeup more, like in real life makeup compared to Instagram makeup. So this hack goes like, you need to put foundation on your face and after that you need to blend, like you just need to dab it in with a damp beauty blender for 6 minutes straight. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 6 minutes. Okay, so here's one of my tips. I have dotted the foundation on my face. As you can see, I have not really put foundation on my nose because I don't need foundation on my nose per se. But what I'm going to do is, while I blend my foundation, I'm just going to also go over the beauty blender with the damp beauty blender over my nose so it covers it. Like it does not have to be main, like it's not a focal point for coverage. Make my foundation not look too cakey around my nose, and that's exactly what you want. The next tip is a bit strange, but since Wayne Goss said it, I'm gonna try it. You need a piece of tissue and you need to put your beauty blender in it apparently. Just like that. And then you dab it all over your face. I don't really know if it's making any difference. Definitely took away the more dewiness from my foundation. But other than that, this looks like an absolute nightmare. Because this is damp again, so I don't understand. I don't think it worked for me because it kind of like took away all this makeup from the spots where I'd even concealed. Or I don't like it. Wayne Goss doing it. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong, but I don't think it's good. It's meant for people with acne prone skin. Oh my god, the next step I absolutely hate. I absolutely hate. If you know me and you follow me on Instagram, I don't think I've ever done soap brows. I have tried to do it once and I just hated the way the soap texture feels on my face. But I'm still gonna go ahead and give it a try. So I have the god-awful soap in here and I have this setting spray by NYX. I'm just going to spray the setting spray on it so that it's easier to ruin my spoolie brush. One of the reasons why I hate it is because my brow hair are a bit long and I don't like the way like it looks standing. My brows look thick and short. I like them to be thinner and longer. So just let's give this a try. Can you see that? I absolutely hate that. It just keeps looking worse. This looks pathetic. I feel like until and unless I can't completely reshape my brows. No. This is the Benefit brow, I guess. That's what I'm going to be using next. So the girl in the video actually took the brush and flattened it out like that, so that's what I'm going to do. She kind of like drew strokes instead of even like filling it in, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Soap needs to be at a basin, washing dishes, washing clothes, not on your eyes. Otherwise you get this. I look like a Chewbacca. Anyway, back to my brows. I absolutely hate it. I don't like it on my face. I feel it's because my brows are shaped weirdly, like this one is more arched while this one isn't. So I know exactly how much I need to do what for them to look somewhat balanced. And this is just throwing me off. I'm using the same e.l.f. concealer and I'm gonna put it in like, you know, the inner corners of my eyes to like lift it up. I actually use this in my everyday makeup now because the triangle used to just like put so much concealer here and it's not really required. Is it just me or does the finish of this look so nice? I wouldn't spend 6 minutes doing my base or using that little tissue, but I just like this combination of like damp beauty blender. I don't know. I have realized that cream products look so much better and give you such a natural finish compared to powder products. Nose contour, I kind of just like put it on the edges of my nose and the tip here. Same sponge which I used for my foundation and using it for the contour. I don't know if it helps with the blending at all, but I like to use it and I feel like it does, so it does. People who don't have acne prone skin have like the luxury to drag makeup around, but if you have acne prone skin and you've like concealed something, don't do it. It's not worth it. The reason why I'm using a pencil brush for this is because I want the nose contour to be a little more precise than just blend it all around. Because I want it to look like a shadow going that way. See, I'm blending sideways, I'm not really blending up and down. For some reason, unlike the contour where I directly put it on my face, I like to put my cream blush on my hand. I don't even use a brush for it, I just use my fingers. This blush is by Sugar Cosmetics. I'm just going to place it there. I want the blush to look like it's blending in with the contour rather than something that's separate. Next up is Batwing liner. I've never really tried it. I usually do a thin liner and upward because I have hooded eyes. It's not that bad. I actually kind of quite like it. But the brows are god awful. You saw how pathetically that was done. In conclusion, like this video and comment in the comment section below so that I can then get money from YouTube and be able to afford LASIK because I can't see. I wanted to line my lips like that one video where she goes crazy with the lining. I don't usually overline my lip too much, so this is gonna be interesting. Now I just have to fit it in. I mean, it doesn't necessarily look that bad. I'm going to be using this lip crayon by Purple. I absolutely love it. It is called Board Game Time. I'm going to be putting this in the center and then blending it. Usually how I overline my lips, I feel like a clown. Even though this is supposed to be like a TikTok makeup hack, this actually reminds me of 2016 Instagram baddie makeup, like the extreme overline and dark nude lipsticks. I have the Coty Airspun powder and I'm going to be using the same beauty blender. This hack is basically you take the translucent powder on the blender and you press it into your skin instead of just leaving the powder to sit on your face. Oh, this actually looks so nice. I even really like this powder by Coty Airspun, and actually, you know what, I'll link some of the best ones down below so you can go check them out. It gives, I wouldn't call it an airbrushed filter finish, but it does give a really nice finish compared to most powders. Anyway, so today we've learned some makeup tips are just a longer process and a waste of time. I would definitely not recommend the one with the brow. It's just one extra step. It feels weird on your face, like, you know, you can feel the soap on your face. The lip lining, it depends on your lip shape. Honestly, I don't think everybody can do that because your lips need to be contoured depending on how your lip shape is. So normally when I'm lining my lips, I tend to accentuate my cupid's bow and go a little heavier, maybe outlining the corners of my lower lip, but not like all around like this, and I personally don't really love it. Also, if my lashes look horrible, my sister has taken the lash glue with her and she's gone for a trip, so I don't have the good lash glue, I have the shitty one, and this is the final look. I feel like these lashes are too, I don't know if it's the lashes that are too long for me or if just the big heavy liner does not suit me. The lipstick looks okay, it looks very 2016 Insta baddie, but it's not something that I'll go for now. I think the rest of my makeup looks pretty good. So some of these hacks, especially the base hacks, really work, so I'm looking forward to trying them more. But the liner, I don't think I'll go that heavy with it again. It makes my eyes look more closed. What we learned today is some hacks are just created for the sake of clickbait so that they look good and they look really surprising, but they're actually really bad. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. You can check out the products that I've used in the description below, and you can check out my older videos if you like.